Hey, lovely people, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko, and in this whole video we're going to look into Cancer Sun, Moon, and also Cancer Rising weekly general tarot reading January 24th up until January 30th. 2022. And if you do want to skip the draw and go right away to the reading, you can totally do that by hold on a second, by using the timestamps into the description down below. Other than that, if you do enjoy the content here on the channel and you do wish to support us, guys, just leave a like, subscribe, and as well hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of our weekly uploads nor live streams. So with that being said aside, moving straight away to the draw, and the first card for you, Cancer, that will be the Nine of Swords, followed by the second card here of the Knight of Cups. Moving next, we do have the Nine of Cups. That is the Knights of Wands. Did I said the Knights of Cups? That is the Knights of Wands, and I do apologize if I said the Knights of Cups. So that is the Knights of Wands. Then we do have the Nine of Cups, followed by the Magician. And the final card for you here, that is going to be the Eight of Swords. So we do have those 5 cards, but I do want to draw one more card for the Knights of Wands, so I will be able to tell you a little bit more about this person, this individual that shows up for you, and that is going to be Judgment. Okay, so we do have a day savior here. Okay, so that is going to do it for the draw, and now let's jump right away into the reading itself. Alright, Cancer, so you can see your spread on the screen here, and right off the back, in this week, so give me a second. So in this week, there is a significant burden, a weight that is to be dropped off your chest when it comes to some kind of a misunderstanding or a grievances you do have with a person, quite valuable for you. It could be your child or a parent, or why not husband or a wife. And that will happen in the first portion of week, and once those misunderstandings, grievances, fights, whatever, it's off the chart anymore, or rather like off the table, I'm sorry, anymore, then after that the week is gonna feel so light and seemingly, how can I put it into words, a struggle that you are going through is going to transcend into quite of a pleasant experiences, and alongside with those experiences, also now an options that you could not dare to consider beforehand are going to start becoming quite more viable than you may have even thought. But at start of the week, it's quite rough here with the Nine of Swords that we do have. And that is not quite where the knife is hitting, is touching the bone, but it is pretty close. And at the start of the week, you are now going to start considering your last options available with that person before you actually become ruthless. Before, for example, you how can I put it into words, ground your child, before you walk away from the relationship you are in, okay, or before you sever certain connections and so on and so forth. And here at the very start of the week, you are to be quite considerable about the circumstances, what those drastic actions are to have, okay, what's how can I put it into words, what loss you are to experience, and as well what loss is to be there for that person that you are having a disagreement with, let's put it that way. So how big that disagreement is going to be, it will vary. For each single Cancer is going to be different. From some of you is going to be very milder, for others is going to be quite severe. But the bottom line here is that you are almost fed up from it here at the very start of the week, and like I said, you are considering your last options available. And I do believe that you are to display or announce those options available in front of this person instead of right away acting upon them. That is because, like I said, you are to be quite displeased and even scared at some point, not having that individual any longer around you, may that be a friend or a child or a lover or whatever. And once you do display those options available, this person that now shows up here into the reading, Knight of Wands, that it is catalyzed with the Judgment, is gonna listen to them. They will now understand how far the whole thing went and probably how unacceptable it is. These people, they're not unreasonable, but here also there is a glimpse of why the whole thing happened. Somewhere along the way, someone's choice was taken away from them. Knights of Wands, they want to be free. They are quite of an enterprising individuals, and they want to, how can I put it into words? They want to do what they find interesting. And that's why I said at the start that that may be a child of yours or a child that you associate yourself with. For example, if you work in a daycare or in a kindergarten, regardless where you're finding yourself in the world. But I said it is a child because that is very typical behavior for children when they are grounded or what they are not allowed to do what they find interesting. Problem starts, okay? And here this person will kind of like now fathom what is wrong with their behavior, what is wrong with what they want to do, what is wrong with their approach overall. And like I said, they are not unreasonable at all. Here, once that is displayed, once you do display your options available or what you are to do, if they do not change their behavior or their approach, or how they treat you, that is to happen. You are to sound very convincing, because this is gonna be a ring in their ears here with the Judgment, that they will kind of like be convinced that you are to act upon it. What you are to say there, it's not a threat or a threat. It's not a threat, it's a warning, and they will completely fathom that. And it seems that this is gonna change their approach towards you on 180 degrees. Okay, that they will change completely. And once that happen, how can I put it into words? A symbiosis will take place, because alongside with their understanding that they have a lot more to lose here, losing you, than what they find interesting to chase, they will also kind of find a enterprise that is interesting to them, which does not piss you off. That is the milder version how I am to say it. And you do need this person as well, because somewhere along the way in the future, not in this week, but in the future, they will play a major role in an event, in a plot line for you, which they are going to be simply a piece in the puzzle. And thus you want them on their good side, or you want yourself be on their good side rather than on their bad side by that point. Most likely, when that event takes place, where they're going to play a major role, it will come to that, are they going to help you or not? And if they decide to help you, then you can definitely push your things through. If they don't decide to help you, well, it's uncertain. But after these grievances are set aside and after the whole interaction is taken care of, you are entering into the mid stages of the week here with the Nine of Cups, and that is where you can actually catch up your breath. With the Nine of Cups in the middle of the week, you are to feel happy. There isn't much to be said about this card in such a follow-up, rather than you are to feel happy and to feel quite content that now the relationship in between you and this person, who once again could be a child of yours, a parent, okay, or simply your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, it's now sorted out. And here as well, you understand something else, that this relationship that held, I'm sorry, by a thread, it's something worth fighting for, or rather like something worth maintaining for. And thus at the middle of the week you are to do some nice things about this person. Like if it is your child, you are gonna buy them a present. If it is your beloved one, you're going to act nice with them. Why not buying a present to them as well? Your family, I don't know, you will start spending more time with your family, okay? But the thing is that you will behave way more warmly and way more loving. Even you may find yourself surprised how warmly and how loving you are capable to act toward this person here. And everything is going to be in a state of sensual joy at that stage of the week. On different fronts, things are gonna go, if not very, very good, at least okay, like career, like friendships, and so on and so forth at the mid stage of the week. And because now this is off the table, that concern of yours is off the table, towards the end of the week you're gonna start building up a little bit more courage and a little bit more personal standing to start doing things about yourself. And here with the magician, you are start doing or involving yourself into enterprises that are to boost your personal sovereignty. Magician is always about personal sovereignty and being unique, okay? And so you're going to start striving for things that you can make your unique expression, performance, standing into them. And with this card, you can accomplish a lot from the mid towards the end of the week. So if you do have something difficult to perform into and you have the luxury to decide when you want to attend to that thing, from mid to the end of the week, it's a great time where you can undertake that endeavor, because it's you simply going to be able to make the magic happen. And from outside it will seem that you overcame the odds, while in reality you are just subtle, okay? While in reality you knew what needed to be done and you just did it, with while you were supporting your actions with a very, very strong determination, with very strong convictions, and it looked like you really mean what you are saying, you really mean what you are doing there. And when I said saying, the magician also comes along with the very well developed communicational skills. So if you want to get through to certain people, you want to negotiate something, that is the moment where you do so, from the mid stages towards the end of the week. And finally, should the initial individual here, it's not somebody that has a romantic endeavor with you, with the magician, because the magician is liked for who he is, towards the end of the week you may start seeing people being more attracted to you for your genuine criteria, so like for your genuine traits, quirks. I don't know how to put it into words. Is something gonna happen from it? It's undefined here by the reading. There isn't anything that suggests any romance, but as a general reading, it's kind of possible, okay? Because you and them are going to see each other for who you are, and at the very least, you ain't going to have nothing against that. But from the magician there, that leads towards the end of the week, which has a strong correlation with the time frame from the mid towards the end of the week. And as you did things for yourself, you did wanted to do certain stuff and you did them, and you did them with great subtlety, you are towards the end of the week kind of like understand for how far you can go. With the Eight of Swords, this is where you are to break down some limitations you have bestowed upon yourself about saying certain stuff or about doing certain stuff as well. And by you breaking down those self-imposed limitations, you will see how far you can go within your love life with certain individual, or within your career with certain business or with certain company, and so on and so forth. But the Eight of Swords carries on a little bit of a unpleasant experiences, and that is when people are stubborn. What I mean is that if you did not strive to get through people in the stage of the magician, at the end of the week is going to be way more difficult for you. And not because, well, yeah, people are going to be stubborn, but with their points of view, not by them listening to you. So what I mean is that you want to say something and you say it, but they hear what they want to hear. And it's just there will be kind of like lost in the into the translation type of a situation. So if you do want to make a negotiations, middle of the week towards the end of the week is great, but at the end of the week, right at the end of the week, it's not a great time where you do so. But regardless of that, Cancer, at the end of the week, guys, you are to feel way more liberated, way more free, and way more, how can I say, with way more options available here, just because you now have no such concern with somebody you care for a lot, and you are to break down self-imposed limits because for certain reasons, you know, reasons are going to be a bit are going to be different for each one of you, but you will be shy to say what you think no more. You will be shy to do what you find productive no more. So with that being said, Cancer, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we may see each other next time. Until then, bye.